my name is Cheryl, and welcome to Knit and Crochet with the Gilmore Girl. I said that backwards. I'm supposed to say it the other way around, so I'm going to do it now because I'll just get confused if I don't. Hi, welcome to Knit and Crochet with the Gilmore Girl. This is Cheryl. Thank you very much for joining me. Oops, I just crashed my blinds. If you are new to the channel, hi, welcome, and if you are a returning viewer, welcome back. So I know the lighting is kind of bad here. I'm in a new area. I'm not on my chair. I'm actually on the floor by my window or my patio door, and it's kind of a mess, and I guess you can't see the mess, but I've got a bunch of stuff around me and I got too much stuff to show you, so I thought I would sit on the floor. I'm sitting on a nice pillow, and yeah, so we're gonna do that. So first of all, I just want to let you know, I wanted to talk a bit about something first before we get into the knitting and crocheting and loom knitting. I have a BookTube channel. It's basically just book hauls right now. It's called, I changed it to Book Talk with Cheryl. And, oh, my nose is already itchy. Every time I do an episode, my nose gets itchy. Oh, my lips itchy too. Anyways, I have that BookTube channel. And I was watching a reading vlog from Sarah and Steeped in Books. And, she puts her knitting content. She has a knitting channel as well called The Canadian Knitter, but she doesn't do a lot of uploads on that. She's more into the reading BookTube channel. But she does like hour-long reading vlogs, which is unusual in the BookTube community. And she puts her knitting content in those vlogs. So I decided, I know there are a few people who watch my channel, probably a lot of you who watch just for the knitting and crocheting content. There are other people who like my chit chats, and there are other people who like when I talk about books. I decided to put all that together and make probably quite a long episode today specifically. That said, if you don't like this, let me know, and I will just put the knitting and crochet content if I get too many complaints. So just let me know in the comments below, okay? I've got to move my leg. I get sore very easily. Anyways, okay, I'll probably change position a dozen times today, so just, I apologize. Oh, my hair looks awful. Oh, well, I'll tell you about that later. Anyways. So let's start with the knitting and crocheting because that's what most of you are here for. So we'll do that first, and then we'll talk about chit chat and life update, and then we'll go on to the books. So books will be last. So if you don't enjoy learning about the books I'm reading and listening to, which I forgot to bring. Oh no, I did bring it. Okay. My mind's going 100 miles a minute. You do not want to be in my brain. I tell you that much. So we'll go to the knit and crochet first. So first of all, let's talk about the elephant in the room. A finished object. I made this cowl. It's kind of like an infinity scarf cowl. I don't know what you would call it. I think the pattern on Ravelry was called an infinity scarf. I don't know. I changed it a bit, so I kind of took the pattern and changed it. So I don't really know what the pattern's called. It's not in my Ravelry library because I changed quite a bit, so I didn't look at it. But if you want to know what the pattern is, just let me know in the comments below and I will find it for you. But this is it. This is crochet. Let's see if I can get closer. So all it is I chained 27 with a 5mm hook. I chained 27 and then I went in the third chain from the hook. And, what did I do? Oh, I went in the third chain from the hook, did a double crochet, and then skip one, double crochet, skip one, all the way across. And then for 70 rows, I did double crochet. Sorry, I'm so tired. I'm always tired when I'm doing these, and my mind's just going 100 miles a minute right now. I'm just thinking about all the things I have to do today. Oh, by the way, it is Saturday. Is it Saturday today? Yes, it's Saturday, October 20th, and it's around 12:43 p.m. as I record this. So anyways, okay. So start again. We'll start again. Sorry about that. chain 27, third chain from the hook, double crochet, skip 1, double crochet, skip 1, and do that all the way across. And then for 70 rows, I believe I did 70 rows. The pattern on Ravelry said something like 60 or 65. I did 70, and what I did was double crochet in the spaces, like these spaces here, and then chain 1. So double crochet in the space, chain 1, double crochet in the space, and I just did that for 70 rows, and it was really quite easy. I'm changing position again, sorry. So it was really easy. It was mindless. I enjoy doing it. In fact, I'm making another one. I'm going to make a bunch of them actually because I love wearing them. They're so comfy. You can do this and like that. You can do that. You know, you can do so many things. So you can maybe even do this. I don't know. I probably wouldn't wear it that way, but you know, different things. So I'm making another one. This, I don't know if I have enough yarn to do 70 rows. I don't think I do, but I'm going to make it as long as I can. And that's the way it looks right now. So, lighting is not very good here. I'm so sorry. But yeah, this is a pretty color. Let's see if I can get it up close. That's a pretty pink. I don't know. I know it's Knit Picks, but I don't know what color it is. It's just half the ball of yarn I had left over. Nice and soft. So I'm going to make a bunch of them actually. I'm really enjoying doing them. They're easy. I did this in like an hour and a half, 2 hours, so it was really easy. Also, I have some finished objects as well, some other finished objects. I did this dishcloth. I ordered some yarn from Knit Picks, and I ordered a whole bunch of cotton yarn because as you know, I'm making some stuff for Ryan and Beverly, my friends who are getting married, and I want to make a bunch of dishcloths for them. I know Beverly loves those dishcloths. It's a good memory of her for Grandma, so I'm going to make some of those. I'm going to make them a bunch, actually. And then I'm going to make some coasters and some little sachets for, like, lavender and things like that. So I bought a whole bunch of cotton yarn that's going to be delivered probably this week, sometime this next week. So I'll probably do a yarn haul, but did this dishcloth. This is just the grandmother's favorite or whatever it's called on Ravelry. So, oh, that's the wrong side. This is the right side. So, yeah, beautiful Christmas colors. Got this yarn from Walmart. I also did this one in the same pattern. It's just a diagonal one. Oh, this didn't. Oh, I have to weave in the end still, but that is from Knit Picks, I believe. In my last yarn haul that I did from Knit Picks. And no, I did 3 of them in one day. I gotta do the weave in the end still, but this is also from Knit Picks, I believe. Just some extra yarn I had left over. So I know the lighting is terrible. I'm so sorry, but it's yellow. See if I can show the color a bit better. That's a bit better. So yeah, I did 3 of those in one day, and I also did this dishcloth. This is, what pattern is this? This looks like triple crochets. So this might be actually the pattern that I made. I don't remember. I think it's just triple crochets. I think that's all it is. And then this looks like single crochet on top and bottom. So I did that. I also made a few of these. I can only find one. I was in a hurry and I didn't bother looking, but I made some granny squares. I'm going to make a granny square blanket eventually. So I made these granny squares. This was from a YouTube pattern. I don't remember the YouTube channel. I don't even remember what the pattern's called. I don't remember how to do them. This was a while ago. So I got to look it up again and find how to do it. But isn't it pretty? So let me think. It's not V-stitch. I don't remember. I'll recognize it when I see it. And then I did white around the edge. I thought that was really pretty. And so I'm going to make a granny square blanket of different colors with this pattern, if I can find it. I think I'll recognize it once I see it, but so this with white around the edges, and that's what I'm going to do. Then that's all for my finished objects, although I did show a work in progress as well with that other scarf. But anyways, another work in progress, I am making a sock. So I think I showed this a while ago. I lost some stitches. Hold on. I've never made a complete pair of socks yet. I haven't liked the socks I've done, the single pairs. So the one pattern I love, I didn't like the color of yarn I chose, so I did one just to try it out. But this is the same pattern. It's from Simply Stitches on YouTube. She did a pattern on the 9-inch circulars. It's just called Socks in 9-inch Circulars, knitting socks on 9-inch circulars. If you go to my playlists on my channel, you will have all the videos there on a playlist called, I think it's just called Socks or Knitting Socks, something like that. And there's 2 patterns on there. There's a Harmoni's Everyday Sock in the 9-inch circular, and there's one just called Knitting Socks in 9-inch circulars, or on 9-inch circulars. That's the pattern I'm doing. It's just a vanilla sock, basically. So I've done the cuff right there, looking good. It's a little bit smaller than what I should have done, and then I've done the leg. I'm making this just above the ankles, yeah, so it's about that far above the ankles. So it's just a small sock. So I'm ready to do the next video, which I think is the video number 3 or 4. So I don't know how to do socks without watching videos, so that will happen someday. Also, I gotta move my leg again. I'm gonna be so sore after this. Okay, so another thing is, I was making a blanket for Ryan and Bev. Hold on, I just gotta get a drink, because this is gonna take a while to explain. I just have some juice. Put it right there. Okay. So I was loom knitting the 10-stitch blanket, which I did the black blanket. I'm on that one as well. And it's working out fine. Well, I started this other blanket, same exact pattern, except I was doing the rectangular version. I messed up so many times, I decided to do the square pattern. I ripped it out so many times and started it over again, probably about 10 times. I decided to do the square pattern because that's the one I'm used to. Well, that said, I ended up ripping that out about 10, 15 times and starting over again. And it's so frustrating because I keep missing a corner. It looks like a triangle instead of a square, and I don't know what I'm doing wrong. So I think I've got it now. Now, it'll show hardly any yarn in my ball because, my ball of yarn, because when I was ripping it out, I had a big one, like it was a triangle, but it was big. And I was ripping it out, and it caught on a knot, and I ended up ripping it, like tearing it apart, and I can't get that knot out to unravel the rest, so I only have a little yarn. But this is what it looks like so far. I just started this like yesterday again, I think, yesterday or the day before. So this is how much yarn I left. But I have to buy more anyways. But as you can see, I don't know if you can tell, this is what it looks like. And I think it's working well. The only problem is, let me show you. We have the corner here. This corner works fine. This corner is fine. Perfect. This corner, I have to make another corner, but it's fine. This, or no, now I'm confused. Which corner is it that no, it's this corner. It's like rounded. I don't know, when you cast off and do all these things, it looks rounded instead of a corner. And I'm doing the pattern exactly the way it shows on the YouTube and exactly the way it's written. I'm doing it the exact same way I did my black one. And I keep missing a corner. And I don't understand. I'm sorry, I sound astounded, but I am astounded. I don't know how I do it. So, I think I'm going to continue doing it, and hopefully it'll work out. I don't know. What do you think? I think it looks okay. Even if I get it rounded, I was checking it out before I got to this part. And if I stretch it, it looks kind of like a corner. So, I think it's fine. But yeah, that's the way it looks so far. That kind of looks like a heart. That's kind of cool. Right there, see? That kind of looks like a heart. That's cool. Anyways, we'll see. It's all practice, that's what I think. And I've got until May, so. Yeah. Also, I got another work in progress. Okay. So I'll talk about this more in chit chat, but I've been babysitting two little kids, Maya and Jacob. And they love that I didn't crochet. They love it. They'll watch me and they love me doing it. So they said, can you make us something? And of course I had to say yes because, you know, I just had to. They're kids. They're my kids. I call them my kids. All the kids I babysit are my kids. So, they wanted a hat. So, Jacob chose this yarn. A bright, bright orange yarn. Woohoo! My favorite stitch is the half double crochet. And so I found a pattern on YouTube. Let me grab my phone and I'll show you what pattern it is. I don't know how to put pictures up on here and I don't have an editing thing, so I'll have to show you on my phone. Let me go to Ravelry. Oh, my nose. Go to Ravelry. Oh, come on. My phone is so slow. Ravelry, and then go to my library. Okay, this is the basic double, no, hold on, I moved it. Basic half double, I don't know what the rest is called, hold on. Come on, why aren't you showing it? Basic, there's a little line on top of it, so I can't see exactly what it's called. Come on, why aren't you? I'm trying to move it. Come on, so picky. Here we go. Basic half double crochet hat by Rhonda Mall, who is Oombawka Design, OOMBAWKA Design. It is from December 2013. I'll show you the picture. They come in various sizes, and they're really great sizes. I measured Jacob's head, and it's the exact size that she said is for that age group, so that's perfect. And those are just half double crochet hats. So that's the pattern I'm doing for Jacob and Maya. So Maya chose a purple yarn. I haven't started it yet, but oh, my foot hurts. Okay, Jacob chose this yarn. So now my problem with it is, and I've made this hat before and I had the same problem. I'm gonna move again. It's so awful when you're so, the yarn's stuck on my foot. Okay. My problem is, I think I added some stitches because it's curled up. See? Where it's curled up? But I did that on the other hat I made, and it did the exact same thing. So maybe it's supposed to be like that. But it looks pretty good. I think he'll like it. I have to finish this today because I need to get both of them done by Monday because I see them on Monday and I want to get them done by then. So yeah, this is all half double crochets. So you do the increases, start on the top, and you do increases for like 7 rounds, I think, and then it's just half double crochet. in each stitch. So that's good. And then she chose a purple yarn. I don't have it here, but I'll be making her the same pattern. So that'll be good. Oh wow, we're already almost at 20 minutes. This is going to be a long video. So that's all my finished objects and whips. Like I said, I'm going to be making a lot of these cowls. I think they're easy and I love making them, and I think they look beautiful. I love them. So I've got a lot of extra yarn. I'm going to be making different sizes, and I just love this pattern, so I totally recommend it. Okay, that's it for knitting and crocheting and loom knitting. So that's all you wanted to see. Thank you very much for joining me, and I'll look forward to seeing you again. If you're here for some life chat, or chit chat I call it, and if you want to see the books I got from the library and the books I'm reading and listening to, then stay tuned. So, chit chat or life update, whatever you want to call it. Like I said, I babysat all day yesterday, had an absolute ball. I love kids. Oh my gosh, I wish so much I was a mummy. Oh my heart, I love them so much. So Maya and Jacob came over. They're either 7 and 8 or 8 and 9, I'm not sure. And we had a ball. We had so much fun. And we went out. I spent money on them, which, you know, I'm kind of glad I don't have kids because it's so tempting to buy them things. Yeah, sorry about that. That was my phone. So, I buy them so much stuff. So, anyways, I made some money yesterday, so that's okay. So I had them from about 7:45 in the morning until about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. They had school, but their school was a pro day, so I had them all day while their mom and her boyfriend worked. And their dad also lives in town part-time, but he was out of town working, so I had them, and it was wonderful. They watched Netflix, which, you know, they enjoyed. They watched Casper, which they really enjoyed. And then we went to the library on the bus, the first time they've ever been on the city bus, so they enjoyed that. And we went down to the thrift store, but we didn't stay in the thrift store because it's a small store and it was packed full of people. And I couldn't handle it. I was starting to panic. So I explained to them what panicking is, and so we left, and then I explained to them why I was panicking. And they understood. They're great kids. They understand health issues so easily. They're very accepting, and they don't judge, and they don't tease, and they're just wonderful. So we went to the library. We went to a cafe. The cafe is right beside where their mom works. So we went in and saw her for a couple minutes, and she gave them hugs and everything. And then we came back to my place, and we played puppy dogs, where they were puppy dogs, and I had to tell them what to do, and we had a ball. We had so much fun. I played fetch with them and everything. It was great. And we did funny things, and it was just fun. And at one point, Maya came up and sat on my knee and gave me a hug and then walked off. And I'm like, okay, that was weird, but all right. I'm okay with that. So I think she just needed a hug or something, and that was really cute. She didn't say anything, so I didn't say anything. I just gave her a hug, and she got off my knee and went on playing. So that was kind of interesting. And that was fun. And then when they went home, their mom texted me and said, I don't know what you did. And as soon as she said that, I'm like, oh no, what did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? I'm thinking back, like, what did I do wrong? And she says, so I read the rest of the text, and it said, I don't know what you did, but they are so happy and so tired, and they went to bed early without fighting, and they had so much fun with you and an awesome day. And I'm like, oh my goodness, thank you, So it was really sweet, and I had a ball with them. I love playing with kids, and I'm a big kid myself, so it was a lot of fun. I did a lot of imaginary games, which I love doing because I love using my imagination. So it was a lot of fun, and I got some knitting and crocheting done, which they had no problem with me doing. I talked to them while I did it, and it was just wonderful. Had a ball. So I get to see them on Monday again, so that's wonderful. And what else? I got a new patio door that was kind of interesting because the whole building's getting new patio doors, and it takes like 5 hours to get it installed. So, well, about 4 hours. So the whole building, it's really loud during the weekdays because everybody's getting all the machine and everything, drill, that thing, the drill and everything. So it's really loud, but I had a nice guy come in and do the inside, and he was in here for about 4 hours, and I gave him coffee, and we talked for about 4 hours. We talked nonstop. It was wonderful. He's a wonderful guy. So we had a fun time while he was fixing the door. It looks really nice. I like it. The door's a bit heavy to open, but I like it. It looks really nice. So, yeah. That was on Wednesday that happened. So that was really nice. Other than that, I have been paying bills, which is not fun, but I did that. I got all my bills paid, so that's good. I didn't know if I'd have enough money this month, but I did, so God is good. So worked out, and I have some money left over for groceries next month, so good. And I've been reading, which I'm going to get into my books now. Another thing I was going to tell you about my hair. It's so thin. I used to have really thick, luxurious hair, and then I went in the hospital for 3 months 4 years ago and lost a lot of my hair, and a lot of it thinned out just due to the trauma, because I almost died. I was dying, so I lost a lot of my hair when I remember the nurse brushing my hair once, and she's like, "Oh," and I'm like, "What?" And she's, "Nothing." And then I turn around and this big clump of hair on the brush. I'm like, "Oh," it was horrible, but I'm kind of used to it now. But I was watching, again, Steeped in Books with Sarah. I was watching her. She's a Canadian booktuber, and she had a Lush haul, which is lush.ca or lush.com, depending on what country you're in. And she had a Lush store that she actually went to, but I went onto lush.ca. And Lush is a skincare, hair care, makeup thing. It's a business, and it's homemade soaps and stuff. They're vegetarian and what's the other? Vegan. So, and they're not tested on animals. They're all natural products. And she was showing on the haul a shampoo bar, and it's made to make your hair get thicker and look thicker. And she's got really thin hair too, so she's gonna try. And I thought, that sounds really cool. So I went on to lush.ca, and I ended up getting a few things. Not good when you don't have a lot of money, but I did it anyways. I spent with shipping, it was about $44, so it's not too bad. But I got a bath bomb and a bath oil and a lip mask thing because I get dry lips during the winter, and the shampoo bar. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting that. It takes 2 to 8 business days, I said, to deliver, so I'm looking forward to that. So I'm hoping it'll make my hair look thicker, because like she was saying, if she doesn't shower every day, her hair looks really greasy, and that's what my hair looks like when it's not washed. I just washed this yesterday, and it already looks greasy. I have to have a shower today, so yeah. So I'm looking forward to that. I hope it works. So, and it wasn't too expensive. It was, I think the shampoo bar, what sold me is she was saying that it's for 80, on average, 80 hair washes is this one little soap bar. And I thought, oh, that is so cool, because I use so much shampoo, and I got the liquid kind, and I use so much of it. If I just take the bar and just rub it and do that, and it goes for 80 or 90 shampoos, that would be really cool. It was only like, I think it was either $6.95 or $10, something like that. Not bad. Considering how much shampoo I go through, it's not bad. So I'm looking forward to that. Okay, let's get into the books real quickly. So I got a library haul, and I've been going through. I didn't buy the books from the library. It wasn't a library book sale. It's just signing out. So I heard, which BookTube channel? I believe it was Lizzie Faye Loves Books. I'm not sure. I don't remember for sure, but one of the booktubers was reading Kristen Higgins. and she said that she does clean romances. So I was hoping I would like her because I got a whole bunch of her books. So the first one I got from the library is Christian. I went online and ordered all these, and they all came at the same time because, you know, it happens that way. So I've got like 25 books. Oh, I also got some more books in my room. I forgot. Oh, well. I know what books they are, but I'll have to show them some other time. So this is Kristen Higgins, Too Good to Be True. And this is a romance, I believe. I haven't read any of them yet. I started one. But I love the picture. It's so sweet, little doggy. So that, I always call them doggies. You can tell them around kids a lot. This one is also Kristen Higgins, my one and only. So yeah. This is another Kristen Higgins, so I hope I like her. The Next Best Thing. Another one. In Your Dreams. And this is a Blue Heron novel. It says a little dog again. A cute little doggy. So I hope I like her. Another one. I got so many of hers. I just went online and just clicked all of them. Somebody to Love. So if you ever read her, let me know if she's good. Because I like the one I'm reading right now. It's pretty good. So, Anything for You. I like these titles. They're so cool. I think they're cute. Another dog. She must like dogs. And Waiting on You. Then I also got another one of hers. Where is it? Here it is. This one I just got yesterday. This is the one I'm reading. Now That You Mention It. So this book is about, I've only read about 50 pages. I didn't read the back of any of these books, so I don't know exactly what they're about. But so far in this book, this lady is a doctor, and she's dating an ER doctor, and she gets in a car accident, and while she's in the hospital, kind of unconscious, she wakes up to see him flirting with another lady and telling that lady that he's going to break up with her. So she decides to go back home to where her mom and her sister are. It seems like, as far as I can tell, her mom and her have a strained relationship, and there was something that's alluded to in the book. She calls it something like the big mess up or something, or the big thing. I don't know, something. So I don't know what that is, but interesting book. Oh, and I bought this book from Book Depository, Escaping from Houdini. It's the new book by Carrie Maniscalco. It's the Stalking Jack the Ripper series, and I've been reading this. It's really good. I have Stalking Jack the Ripper and Hunting Prince Dracula as well. They're about, it's in the 1900s, like early 1900s, I think. And it features a woman named Audrey Rose Wadsworth, and she is a student who is learning how to do forensics and autopsies. And her now boyfriend, at the beginning of Stalking Jack the Ripper, they weren't boyfriend girlfriend, but now they are. And his name is Thomas Cresswell, and they solve murders basically through forensic things. There's a lot of, I won't say gory details, but I guess you could say gory details where they talk about, ripping out, like taking out the heart from the body and talking about dead bodies and stuff. So if you don't like that, it's not too good. I enjoy forensics. I took a little bit of forensics in school, so I enjoy learning about it, so it doesn't bother me. Some of the murder descriptions are kind of hard to deal with, but again, I find it interesting. So this is called Escaping from Houdini. And the first book, I have it over there. I didn't bring it with me, but it's Stalking Jack the Ripper, and the second book is Hunting Prince Dracula, and then this one. So I'm enjoying this book. I've read the other two. Back to the library haul. I showed that one. I have Spinning Silver by Naomi Novik. This is a Rapunzel retelling. So I'm going to enjoy that, I think. This is by Naomi Novik. So I think I like that one. Then I got some Murder, She Wrote books. Oh, I gotta move these. Sorry. Oh, my hair looks testy. Doesn't my hair look awful? Oh my gosh. It looks horrible. I gotta move these books over here. Okay. So I got some Murder, She Wrote books. Murder, She Wrote used to be my favorite show. It still is, I think. And these books are featured, it says it's by Jessica Fletcher, the character in Murder, She Wrote series, the show, the TV show, you know, back in the 80s and 90s. And it's written in the first person point of view, of course, with her telling the story. And it's got the same characters, but it's put in like 2018 version, you know. It's got cell phones and stuff and computers and stuff. So first one I got, this is by Jessica Fletcher and Donald Bain. So Donald Bain, of course, is the real author. This one is called Trouble at High Tide. And they're really easy books to read, just like the series was. And I can hear Angela Lansbury's voice when I'm reading them. This one is called Aloha Betrayed. Because Angela Lansbury's got that, you know, voice that you just, you know, it's like Jessica Fletcher. And Killer in the Kitchen. And doesn't she look amazing, you know, because she's looked like this since the 80s, so doesn't she look amazing? But anyways. And then Prescription for Murder, I actually read this one. I think I listened to this one on audiobook, actually. Very good. Let me see if it's the right one. Yes, this is when renowned physician friend of Seth, which is her doctor friend, in Florida, dies. He's trying to find a cure for Alzheimer's, and he gets murdered. So it's really interesting. And I mean, with these books, I usually figure out who murdered them within half the book, like halfway through the book, I figure it out. But it's still pretty good. It's easy reading. So, and then Domestic Malice. So. Then I also got one that's a hardcover, and it is, I got two hardcovers, actually. This is in big, this is in big font, which I don't really like the big fonts. It makes my eyes go weird, so I don't like reading them. But this is the Queen's Jewels. I might finish this one. I'm not sure. I didn't know it was in, what do you call it? Not big font. What do you call it? You know, for vision people with vision problems. Big text. I don't know. I can't think of what it's called, but then the other one, I actually listened to this one on Audible on Scribd as well, and it's A Date with Murder. And I don't remember what this one was about. I might have to reread it. Then I got Laura Child's Crepe Factor. This is a scrapbooking mystery. It's a cozy mystery by Laura Childs. I enjoy her. She's got quite a few cozy mystery series out, so I'm enjoying her. And another one by her from the Tea Shop Mystery, Plum Tea Crazy. And don't you just love this cover? It is, let me see if I can get better. It is gorgeous. It's just so gorgeous. I saw it and I have to get that. So I'm reading that one. Then I also got by Angie Thomas, The Hate You Give. This book is recommended on BookTube everywhere on BookTube. Now, it is an important book. It's about a black boy who gets killed by a police officer and shot and killed. It is a very important book for these days, and it's a very important story. My problem with it, there is a lot of swearing in it, a lot of cursing. So I have to finish. I'm going to be finishing this book. I don't like the cursing, but it is a good story, so I'm going to finish it. But yeah, The Hate You Give, important book. Almost done. Then I got Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. I don't know if I'm actually going to read this. I've heard conflicting comments about this book. It's a fantasy book. I think it's fantasy, YA fantasy. I'm not really into YA fantasy. I don't know why I ordered this, so I don't know if I'm going to read it or not, but yeah, I don't know what it's about. I think it's about a heist that someone's doing. I don't know. Then I got the illustrated version of J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. I'm doing a read-along, or a read-along, I guess it's called, with, what's her name? Completely Melanie. And that's her channel on YouTube, and she's doing a Harry Potter read-along, so I got the illustrated version. These pictures are amazing. Like, look at these. Isn't that gorgeous? And it's got the whole book in it. It's got a bookmark thing, so yeah. The illustrated by Jim Kay. Jim Kay right there. So it's beautiful. I also got, I read the first one, but it's back at the library. That's Philosopher's Stone, Harry Potter and Philosopher's Stone. This one is Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. So they're big and thick, and I love them. So yeah, that is all the books I'm reading. Now, where's my phone? I got a big mess here I gotta clean up now. And the kids made a mess in my house yesterday too, so. I have been listening to some audiobooks. I'm on Scribd, which is an unlimited audiobook and ebook place that you can pay, excuse me, you pay, I think it's $12 Canadian and $9 US, I think, or something like that, per month, and you can have unlimited audiobooks, unlimited ebooks. The only problem is some of the publishers on some of the books, you can only get one book per month. So if you go to the recommended part where they recommend books for you, those ones are unlimited. So that's what I've been doing. So let me show you phone some of the books I'm listening to. I found a new series, and it's called the Silver Sisters Mysteries or whatever. They're cozy mysteries. Gotta get to my Scribd here. My foot's asleep. I hate it when my foot gets asleep. Scribd, come on. Oh, my phone is so slow. Okay. So Scribd is spelled SCRIBD.com. You can get ebooks, lots of ebooks. I got tons of ebooks on here. And the only problem is I can't figure out how to put them onto my Kobo e-reader. I don't know if you can do that. I read it on my phone. So it's going to be turning on. I'm just going to pause it and show you the picture. So this is, it's going to start. Hopefully, Mom, I got to pause it. Okay. So this is a series called the Silver Sisters Mystery. And it's about twin sisters who are in their, I think, 30s or 40 years old. And their names are Godiva and Goldie. And then they have a mother named Flossie and their uncle. I forget his name, but they always call him Unc. So that's what I'm going to call him. And they solve murders. They get thrown in some kind of murder and they solve it. So this is the book I'm currently listening to, Vanishing Act in Vegas, and it's by Morgan St. James and Felice Bradner, read by Andrea Bates. Now this narrator, Andrea Bates, is so good. She adds little things to it, which I love because it seems real then. She'll add, like, you know, if someone's talking and they're tired, she'll like, stretching or whatever. It's just, I can't even do it. It's just really good. She'll yawn and like, that kind of thing. It's so good. It adds to the narrating. So this is it. Vanishing Act in Vegas. That's the third book in the series. So I'm listening to that. And I also listen to, whoops, what am I doing? I don't want that. I also listened, let me go to my list here and I'll show you some more I listened to. I need to go to my list of audiobooks. List. audiobooks. I've got 32 titles in audiobooks, plus I have some more audiobooks saved. So I listened to, this is another book. This was book 1 of that series, the Silver Sisters Mystery Book 1, and that's A Corpse in the Soup. And I just finished listening to that, and I guess I should have listened to book 2 before book 3. I didn't realize it was book 2 and 3, but that was a good book. So I'll listen to book 2 later, I guess, because I'm listening to book 3 now, which is kind of weird. And yeah, so they're unabridged, and they're about 8 or 9 hours long, I think. So that's what I'm listening to. What else did I listen to? I listened to some Audible books. I have an Audible library of books I got on Audible back when I had money, when I had my inheritance from my grandma. I've since unsubscribed from Audible. I can't afford it, but I've still got the library full of books because you keep the books forever, so that's cool. I never knew that until I unsubscribed, and I thought, I'm going to lose all these books, and they said, no, you keep them. So I'm listening to The Secret Garden by Frances Hodgson. I forget her last name. I listened to Black Eyed Susan by Julia Haberlin. Really good book. Okay, gotta pause it. So I'm just gonna, it's a thriller. I can't enlarge it, but it's a thriller, and I've listened to it before, and it was really good. It's called Black Eyed Susan. Very suspenseful, really good. I'm listening to that again, kind of for Halloween. I don't like spooky books, so I listen to thrillers in Halloween. So I listened to Cherry Cheesecake Murder by Joanna Fluke. Girl in Pants, which is the 3rd book in the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants series, which if you've watched the movies, are really good. That was a really good book, and that was read by Angela Getz, and so that was interesting. It's by Anne Brashares. I listened to In the Market for Murder by T.E. Kinsey, which is another cozy mystery. Loved it. And Miss Frost Solves a Cold Case by Kristen Painter. I love that. That was narrated by Hollis McCarthy. So I've been listening to a lot. So that's what I've been doing. Wow, 45 minutes. That's a long video. That's it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, if you didn't like all the books and added bits, let me know, and I won't do it again if I get too many complaints. But I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you did enjoy it, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already. Thank you very much for watching. God bless you in all you do. Have a great day. Bye.